That's our first encounter. My other second encounter with you was when I was brought from detention to High Court. I don't know who you are. I saw you, and you told me in the brief time when I was walking out of the courtroom, you met me, and I said, "Oh, how are you?" You said, "Fine." I said, "Are you part of my defense team?" You said you came. And I remember what I told you, because you're a very terrible liar and an awful human being. I told you there and then. I said, "Can you be the spokesperson of this movement? There are people who blocked Head Bridge in Onitsha. Our people are not coming together. Can you be the spokesperson?" What did you say? You told me you cannot talk about Biafra. Inside the courtroom of John Tozo in Abuja. The next day I came to court and I asked Ejiofor, "Where is Tony Nada?" I thought he said he's part of the team. He said he's not part of the team. Who told you he is? Did I see you again? Until you accompanied Soludo to come to prison to see me. How many minutes? The second time I met you, we did not spend up to 5 minutes. At this point, I was walking and we were talking. The third time you came to Kuje, that time Benjamin Emadobugu was with me. David Wawisi was with me. You came with Uzuko Munna, an organization that I still respect and have regard for till tomorrow morning. There are the very few that I actually have regard for. Aki Kenga is one. Second one is Uzuko Munna. The rest are just a bunch of jokers. And I told you why I like Aki Kenga. Because of 3 men that I met. 3 men that I met in Lagos. Of one of them is Stephen Ebigwe. The other one is, what's his name again? The former ACB chairman, what's his name? Oh my goodness. And the third one is my brother from Odomwa that took me to the meeting. In the year 1999. If you don't know when we started. Tony Nadi, you came to Kuje prison, you were talking rubbish about referendum. I told you that I talked about referendum way back in 2012. That was what I told you. I told you that there and then. People ask me, how do you intend to get Biafra without firing a gun? I said, we will agitate. We will keep on agitating. And finally, they will call for a referendum. Go to the recordings I made, the broadcast I made in 2012. They are all there. You said, you told me, let us get to... You asked me in Kuje, let's come together and collapse the constitution. And I told you no. I am going for Biafra. I'm not interested in New Nigeria. Madaka is there. Benjamin Madubugu was there with me. Are you going to lie? I had proof. When you left Kuje and I was released on bail, did I ever meet you again? Did you come to my house? Did you call me on the phone? You sent a few people that were later to betray IPOB to talk to me about an accord. And I said, what accord? I was a detainee. I was in a prison. My people came to see me. Soludo and very eminent people came to see me. You accompanied them. So what are you talking about? Which accord? Where? Inside prison? You signed an accord inside prison? After that, when those you're working for saw that IPOB was making progress, they sent you to go after me. You started to inbox people since 2017. People you don't know you were helping to spread my name. You thought you were, because there's a saying will live to Kenya. You thought by gossiping with the name of Nnamdi Kanu, somehow people will abandon IPOB and follow you. You don't know that people have relationship. You don't know how intelligent we are. You were lying to them about me. And when they listen to IPOB, when they listen to my brother, they'll say, oh my goodness, this is not what they told me about you. You don't know that? I allowed you. For how many years now you've been gossiping, inboxing people lies about me? Where did I sit down to discuss in detail what you're doing with that useless Lower Niger Congress or whatever rubbish you call it? You are the Secretary General. Do you have any president? Do you have a secretary? Do you have a treasurer? It's only you. It's only you, one-man band funded by Jan Jawid, talking rubbish every blessed day. Can you call for a meeting? Can you call a meeting that people will attend? You were piggy banking at the back of our dear sister, Ankyo Briggs. Her conference in Iguacha. You are like a parasite, a pest. Always going to where people are prepared so you can attach yourself. You're a saboteur. That's why I'm dissecting you today. To tell you you're a liar. You call me, you know me, I don't hide anything. You called me a scammer. You said I'm a thief. You said I stole something from you. If you don't tell me what I stole from you, I will instruct my lawyers to take you to court, even in a useless zoo like that. Because you are a deceiver. Tell the Fulani man that sent you that he didn't see IPOB. We are not in the same league. I went to America. He decided to run to America after me. I go to California. You go to California after me. After having a town hall meeting, you go and call some idiots who are like you, gossiping with my name. You never met me face to face. When the elders of Igbo land in America begged me to see you, they begged me. I said, okay, bring him. Let me destroy him face to face. You ran it. You didn't come to that meeting. You gave excuse. You were the one idiot. You say you must be at the meeting. A traitor will be at the meeting with me. Are you insane? Do you see all your lies? You see all the lies you've been telling? I'm asking you tonight. Did your guy give me money? Didn't the BC Kanu give me any money? Who did I scam? I'm asking you. Who gave me money that you know? Come out and say it in the open. If you say who gave me money to do Biafra, and I embezzled that money, I will resign tomorrow morning. If you tell me who said to you, I gave money to Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra, I will resign tomorrow morning. Igbo men are stingy. They don't give anybody money. Go and ask. In case you're stupid. Go and ask. Igbo men don't give money to anybody to do anything. They are all prepared by Fulani people. They don't give money to Biafra. That was one of the oaths they took. I know these things. If you don't, let me tell you. No Igbo rich man or politician can give you one dime to do Biafra. Never. Owazurike got his payment direct from the federal government. Not from Chukwumerije. Chukwumerije negotiated for him. He got his paper, he got his money direct from the zoo. They sent people to come and buy me in Kuje. I said no. I was in detention. They came to me, offered me everything, and I said no. They gave me vice president of Nigeria, and I said no. Are you insane? Is it poor, wretched people I'm going to be asking for money? So because anything we want to do, we do it. You think somehow IPOB is full of cash. And that Igbo man will give you money. Name that Igbo man, let me see. Only our brother Chika that gave us money to go and install FM in our land. Only one person. Don't we have FM in Biafra land? Don't have FM in Biafra land because you like gossip, because Igbo men, they love to gossip. You see a grown-up Igbo man. So we're asking, but they said, Nnamdi Kanu embezzled money. And I asked the man, the person that I sent to the man to ask him, have you contributed to IPOB before? You have not contributed to IPOB. Not for one day. But somehow, you're saying about embezzlement, scamming people. This was the word you connived, you and your Janjaweed friends. You sat together, you connived. You know Igbo men are weak. That idiot with his LLC, they know Igbo men are weak. They know once you go to an Igbo man, you talk about money, you talk about embezzlement, they will not support you because they know the Fulanis are coming. In order to stop Igbo men from supporting Nnamdi Kanu to buy weapons to defend our land, what they decided to do was to gossip all over the place, including one idiot now that went about telling politicians, if you support Nnamdi Kanu, he's going to buy weapons to kill everybody. You think I don't know? After gossiping for 3 years, it didn't work. You now came out in the open. I stole your template and your blueprint. You are insane. I don't know who you are. I met you once. You were rambling rubbish. I allowed you to talk for 4 hours. After speaking your rubbish, I asked you 2 questions. Why are you abandoning the name Biafra that people died under? Number 1 question. And number 2, what is this nonsense about New Nigeria? You couldn't answer and I left it. How work was there? Go and ask him. This is how all your lies came to nothing. You people go about, he's a scammer. We gave him money for the first fund. All the idiots, like him, they never got not one dime to defense fund. The whole of America, the whole of America did not contribute up to $3,000, which is not to the price of ticket. If I want to fly from here to Asia, the whole thing they claim they contributed in the whole of America. It was, you see, idiot. Oh, the first fund. How much did you contribute? Nothing. I talked about it to remind you that a time like this is coming, when Fulani will be in our land and we will not have arms to defend our land. You think the Fulanis are stupid? They know there are no arms. That's why they have come. And instead of us to discuss them and handle them, they send some of you saboteurs to be talking nonsense. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, he is a scammer, he embezzled. And I'm asking you, who did I scam? Where? When? You can't tell me. Because you're lying. Who they helped you to be spreading the gossip? All those efulefus in Abuja and Lagos that never contributed one dime to IPOB. Our outgoing every blessed month from IPOB account in Germany, every month, we spend $108,000 a month. I'm not going to tell you what we are doing with it. Because if I tell you, you go and tell your friends in Sokoto, all of you criminals, all of you idiots, every fool who come talking rubbish. That useless pig called Asari Dokobo that I gave money to, from inside the prison, because he has no shame. All of you will have to, from inside the prison, I gave that idiot 20 million naira. I was in prison. He was so poor, I authorized for him to be given 20 million. Our men went to Iguacha. That same bloated pig went and called DSS to go and arrest my men in Iguacha. And he ate the money till today. But people have no shame. What? Talking rubbish. Did I give you money or not? I was in prison. And I organized a meeting in Cotonou. In your house in Cotonou. With our men, my men, to go to Cotonou. They will flee from all over the world to Cotonou to go and see you. After the meeting, I asked you, how do we proceed from here? You demanded for 200 million naira. You bloated, dirty, filthy, poor pig. Did you ask me for 200 million or not? I don't talk to Uchenna Siebu anymore. They're all traitors. Did you not talk to him about it? Did I not give Uchenna Siebu authorization to give you money? How much money have you collected from me? You shameless pig. Saying I'm a con artist. Nnamdi Kanu is a con artist. When you are the one that stole from me, I gave you money for us to do some kind of agreement. You went and called DSS. Yes or no? I'm asking you, true or false? And you're a freedom fighter who is in love with his oppressor. You're in a zoo. You're in a zoo. You're not ashamed of yourself. You're coming out and talking rubbish. I will ask you again. How much money did I give you? Oh, 2016. You said you will organize men. How much did I give you? How much did we give you to support Avengers? When I was in prison, which you ate. Avengers never got the money. And you're here talking rubbish, as always. Anyway, my happiness is that the John Nation know who you are. They know you're a traitor. They warned me. They say you're a traitor. And now I know you are. You see, it's called a double agent. You come and say, Biafra. Everybody must be in Biafra. It's a lie. You don't have the liver for it. You don't. You don't have the discipline. If I want to be like all of you fools, living on the crumbs from the master's table, I'll be a very wealthy man. I don't have any need for it. I went to Dikogan that some useless fools cannot find in Aba. It's called Green Street Primary School. When I was there, it was called Cameroon Road End Primary School. I keep saying it all the time. I went to Library Avenue, Umuahia, the best of the best. Common College, Umuahia. UNN, Voice of Nigeria and Soka. I told my father that if I remain in this school, I'll become more stupid than a monkey. My father said me to go to London to go and study. And you open your mouth and you're talking rubbish. I didn't take money from Nigeria when I was in prison, when I was in detention. Is the money that the Igbo man doesn't have that I can take? Who from a Joland has contributed money to IPOB before? Who? I'm asking you. Come artist, come artist. Come who? Or did you steal from me? Did I give you 20 million or not? From prison, I gave the order. Did I give you money or not? I said, Okobo. Yes or no, will do. You're a fool. And a very filthy one at that. We must continue. They have now brought in BBC. BBC Igbo. Where Britain left off, they have brought in BBC Igbo. Look at the idiots they assembled, with the exception of Onyeka. They're idiots to go and discuss Biafra. None of them can wear this. None. No, nothing to remember the dead, nothing. They asked the idiot, can you tell the viewers, what is your name? He brought out a map. That is the idiot I'm going to be discussing with. We are asking you, you claim that Fulanis are in a killing people. We went there, we didn't see anybody. It's not BBC. BBC, bro. The type of thunder that will kill you hasn't been formed yet. You think I will allow your nonsense? You don't know we did history. We don't. You people don't know that we know what BBC did between 66 and 1970. Do you think we are stupid? That you bring in BBC, bro. You think we are daft? Do you think we are insane? We allow you to come and deceive us? You're not well. You can do that nonsense with Wood and that idiot carrying file, Tony Nadi. You complete idiot, a liar. You can carry from now till tomorrow morning. Nothing can happen. I give the order. One command only is all it takes. I give the order. And when the time comes, I will give it. You're wasting your time. Nnamdi Kanu is this. All you traitors were the reason why we failed. And your mother's father was a traitor. Hardened the traitor had one. Like the Onyema family, traitors had conquer one. Heavy traitors, that's who they are. All of you. It's our Hanese PG. Once you are evil, you are evil. I don't want to have anything to do. I don't care who you are. Once you're evil. I don't care who you are. And he's insulting. How many years old are you? How many years old do you think I am? Is it because I have this baby face? I am 53. I'm not a child. I am an elder. I kept quiet all these years. This small boys, that young man, idiot, calling me young man. I kept quiet. It's only this year they know my true age. Since then, I've been hearing those small boy, that small boy is gone. I'm older than them. I am older than the Kogi State governor. I am older than Aisha Buhari. I am older. Aisha Buhari will be calling me the senior brother. I am older than Aisha Buhari. But you go to her and you bow. You lie down on the floor. She will march on you. You come and be telling me rubbish. You're an elder. She's like a idiot. Mad people everywhere. You don't know who we are. If you love Biafra, I'll respect you. Once you don't love Biafra, I have nothing to do with you. Not absolutely nothing to do with you. You're a waste of space. You people were busy lying. Now you have brought in BBC. You think you can damage me? You think you can damage my reputation? Is that what you think? I have not stolen from anybody. None of you have contributed money to IPOB. Nobody in the how many did? Is Madam Erewa? Obi Debian and a few other people. They're not up to 10 in America. They are not up to 10 in the USA that contributed to our so-called defense fund. That popular defense, none of them contributed. Every idiot, Mandiara, you see a madman, a lunatic, everybody in the village, they caught his dreadlocks in the village, talking rubbish, talking nonsense. And one day we'll get him then he will tell us how, where, and when we embezzled. Let me tell you why they're saying all of these things. They are saying I embezzled money because they want the Fulanis to succeed. They know that it's only IPOB that has the men to defend our land. They know that very clearly. So what they're not doing is let them put pressure on you, sow the seeds of doubt inside you, so you will not support IPOB, and our land will be invaded. You don't know that? It's a very simple game. Why do you think they have come out these days to be talking? All of them. Because I said quite rightly, anybody referring to himself or herself as a Niger Delta is a complete idiot. I stand on it till tomorrow morning. Doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. If you say from South, even the worst buffoon, it makes no sense. And you cannot defend it. Instead of you to defend your stupidity like a reasonable man, if at all you claim you are, you come out and you try to insult me when I'm the one feeding you. 20 million I gave you, cash. Yes or no, true or false. If in that time ask Uchenna Siebu. Look at Wazirike building hotels everywhere. The amount of money I pay our consultants in 3 continents every month without fail. Some of you don't know how far we have gone. The money I pay them, I can use to be building one hostel a month. But I'm not a Wazirike. I can't be. I'm under oath to heaven. Wazirike is building hotel. Building hotel. Now, as an annex, he built something. He called it Ojubu Library. Deceiving idiots. If you think Biafra is going to be like that? So you think we are suffering? My mom died. My father died because of Biafra. You think it's to go and build a hopeless Biafra? We are liars and idiots who be all over the place? Then you're dreaming. That means you don't know me. You don't know who I am. You have no idea who we are. We must continue. BBC is doing the work of Britain. Harold Wilson came to kill all of us. They didn't succeed. Now we have survived. One day, BBC said, let's give them BBC Igbo. I thought they were serious. They launched BBC Igbo with my wife's interview. I thought they were serious. So none of us knew that Al-Majiri is their editor. A Fulani man is the one who is in charge of programming in BBC Igbo. They are the ones calling me to go and give an interview. On a day like this, 30th of May of all days, those you are calling are traitors. I asked that idiot, you're answering Lower Niger. I said, we are trying to come out of the Nigeria they gave to us. You're naming us again after a river. I dismissed the idiot. All he did is inbox. Nnamdi Kanu is a scammer. Nnamdi Kanu is a con artist. Hey! Somebody who is alive. Now I'm challenging you live on air. If you're a man, this evening or tomorrow, go and publish who I scammed. Go and publish who I conned. Publish it. Say the person's name. You have none. Everywhere. Betrayers and saboteurs everywhere. You think you can overwhelm us? You think by your lies with your media can overwhelm us? I say bring it on. If they want media war, we give it to them. Bring it on. We are not like our fathers. We are not doing, there is no gentleman here. When we get to Biafra, we will do gentleman. Right now, anyhow you want it, we give it to you. If you want us to be very civil about it, we can have a very civilized discussion. You want us to behave like Hybro, we give it to you 100%. Because we won't allow you 1 inch. As Rock is finding it very hot. We have collapsed it. There is no president in Nigeria. They can't, if they survive until the end of the year, they cannot anyway. They know it. That idiot claimed. Did you hear the fool? We are now waiting. Let coronavirus finish. He will listen to me. That idiot with a file will listen to me. After listening to the gospel that I preach, he will go and modify it. Since when did he start saying, let coronavirus finish? Because he heard it from me. He knows we are doing something. He told me he went to America to go see who. You are doing attachment with middle belt Christians. Did you go to discuss Biafra in America? There was some idiots he managed to convince in the USA. Asking me, I said, did he discuss Biafra? Ask him to produce one document he gave to a senator discussing Biafra. One document. He has none. But I can give you loads. I can give, if you like, I can make you an ambassador for IPOB. You will see these senators you are talking to and what you have given them. Biafra. Every time it's Biafra. Ask Tony Nadi, you claim you're in America fighting for Biafra, Abi. Give us one document. One letter you wrote to a senator. He'll tell it is top secret. America has an open system. Information sharing is open. He is not an American citizen that would warrant his submissions to be classified as a top secret. So what is the big deal? Sure, give us one letter. Sabo. You don't know me, do you? You think if you come and be making noise on that treacherous one zoo channel called Channels, you somehow you qualify to denigrate IPOB? We must preach. BBC was evil. Our enemies are panicking. They are panicking. And imagine has given them money. Or was Rike, this motor, they have their cash now to splash. The only way nobody knew him. The only way he became relevant was because he was gossiping with my name. Without the name Nnamdi Kanu, Tony Nadi is nobody. Who knows him? What has he done? He's a nobody. He claimed he got me bail. Can you see how people lie? Were you a part of my team? Did you work with a Geoffrey? No. When I go to court, I have over 50, 60 lawyers coming in solidarity. You only came once. And you claim see how, are you sure he's not, he's a madman. After working hard, for working hard, you want to come and claim glory from the back. You don't know I'll be doing this program, yes? You think I'll do gentleman and give a presidential address and go? No, there's no need for that. Since we're in the gutter, let's go to the gutter. Together. Go. BBC was said today, in case you have missed it. BBC was said that they went to Igbo land. There is nobody. There is no Alamajiri anywhere. Everything is quiet. That the fighting going on in Ebonyi State is between two villages. They want us. Do you know how the videos that I have? I don't want to release them because if I do, they will say IPOB is a terrorist group. That's why I kept it. That's what they're looking for. Oh, you've done nothing. All this while, you're not doing anything. Our land, they want me. The same thing they did with our transmitter. They want me to bring out the videos of our operations in Ebonyi. So they can now say IPOB is a terrorist group. Then we are smarter than them. BBC was said that all the janjaweed in our land, there is no janjaweed in our land. And luckily for us, before I came on air, somebody did a very wonderful job. Always doing a very good job. He gave us the names of 350 Igbo communities and villages where the Fulanis are today. BBC Igbo, that is because we asked them, why can't you go and do a documentary? BBC Igbo is telling the world, telling the apparent BBC in London, that there's nothing like a Fulani in Igbo land. BBC Igbo, with Igbo people working inside there. Igbo people are working in BBC. They say there's no Fulani in our land. Something happening before our eyes with videos and clearly in broad daylight. They say there's no. These they are the people working with Nyanwodo And that I don't even know why. And that's why I don't like mentioning his name. Now they will say he will go and get more money tomorrow. They say he has arrived. Nnamdi Kanu mentioned your name. Now come and take more money. Even that pig in the creek. Sorry. They'll make more money tomorrow. But I am trying to let our people understand what their game is. They are not for Biafra. These are double agents. I know them. One mouth is Biafra, the other one is Zoo. If they are fighting for Biafra, they cannot be in Biafra land. They cannot be in Nigeria. They will either be in prison, in exile, or in the grave. That is how you know a freedom fighter. Ordinary Catalonia, their leader is in exile. In Europe, that is apparently civilized. This idiot is somewhere, drinking alcohol, talking nonsense, shaking his head like a possessed chicken. Talking rubbish. Trying to malign Nnamdi Kanu. So Igbo men in their natural stupidity will say, oh no, we can't give him money, we don't trust him, I don't know who to give money to. That's why I said go to WIC. I don't need your money, we've been surviving without it. Ask Nomina Moho, Naman, let them take over our villages. Let them take it over. We'll fight our way in. It may take us years, we'll fight our way in. Because Igbo men love gossiping. Nothing entices an Igbo man like see, and a something-year-old man was asking. Oh, but they said Nnamdi Kanu ate money. And I asked him, I said, ask the man, did I eat your money? Did you give money to IPOB? Go to your village and ask. Or maybe some of you have been impressing your wives and your girlfriends that you support IPOB. Okay, I understand. So you're lying to your wives, huh? Maybe because our mothers are very social. She'll ask you, oh, what are you doing to support IPOB? You say, oh, I'm giving them money. I want you to come out and present yourself. That is nobody. Nobody. God, no Igbo. Let me tell you one thing. No Igbo man can, I said Igbo man can dip hand in his pocket and give you 50,000 naira to $50,000 to go say, take this one and go and do Biafra. It's not done anywhere. No Igbo man can do it. Even the billionaire, he can never do it. But when they go to a meeting in Abuja, they are bragging. They say, IPB is giving us a tough time. They say, it's us now. We are with them. They are our boys. They're all liars. Ask them, is there any, even fake a name? Tell us where, give us proof. Say, as soon as a place, I gave IPOB, I gave Nnamdi Kanu this money to go and fight for Biafra, and that money, I don't know where it went to. I want to disgrace all of you before the whole world, because humanity is listening. When I finish this program, only on Facebook alone will be 2 million people reached. I said, I'll publish it. 2 million reached. And Igbo man thinks he has sense. That is why you listen to fools like Tony, not the idiot. Can you ask a simple question? I agree, you embezzled money, but whose money did he embezzle your money? That's all. And end of story. As the boy is saying, Nnamdi Kanu is a con man, he's a con artist. But Nnamdi Kanu gave you 20 million cash to do something. Did you do that thing? Yes or no? You didn't. You called DSS for his men. And you still have the guts to stand up and be, that means you have no shame. Go. BBC Igbo. There are 350 villages in Biafra land with Fulani in it. For your information. Enugu, we have 72. Ibito Wak is plenty. I'll give it to BBC. I want everybody, in fact, prepare an article with all these names. We are going to throw BBC with this. I said BBC main headquarters in England. We will pursue them with this. Since BBC came to do it, they are beginners. Their kids, I see their faces. Their children struggling to speak Igbo language. Look at those that claim they are elders. When they speak Igbo, they add English. Go and see my interview when I thought BBC Igbo were reasonable people. I gave an interview. I didn't add one English language. Not one. For hours we spoke. Not one single English language. Not one word. They are Igbo leaders. You cannot speak Igbo language. Dear me. We are proceeding. Many communities, I said 300 plus. BBC is claiming they have not seen it. They don't know what is happening. That Fulani are coming to sell their nama and go back. Who told you that? Who told you that? BBC Igbo or the wider BBC, since after the war, as they have done, BBC is in Hong Kong. Anything they will report in Hong Kong. Every riot, everywhere. Everything happening to Palestine. Everywhere you go to, they're there. Ask yourself, a war that cost 5 million lives, why is it that BBC have never done one single documentary in recent times? Not one. They came to my house and interviewed me. I mean the proper Oyibo BBC, not this fake idiots you have in the village. Real BBC came to my house. We had an interview. They saw the crowd that came to see me. Yeah, all they ask is how do you feel now? I said, these are my people. In fact, some to release that very video of BBC in my house interviewing me. I mean the proper Oyibo BBC, not the fake one. They were shocked because a neo-colonialist, their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold whole of Africa down. That's what Nyawood is doing for them. Anthony Nadumokoko, who was because only interested in hotel. He will build a male hostel. Upper freedom fighter, female hostel. He will build one for vice chancellor and one for teachers. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot teach you everywhere. You claim you're a warlord in the creek. Somebody is in prison and gave you 20 million and you took. Deliver on that thing you didn't deliver. I give you money to give to Avengers, you don't give them. Oh, dear me. Unbelievable. We must continue. BBC will not investigate the Holocaust. No, they will not. It's about 1 million. About 1 million died, but it was 5 million. And they know the truth. And they're lying about it. They're lying. It was their own man, Frederick Forsyth, that said, my country is evil. That's what he said. What Britain did to Biafra is a shame. Has Maud ever complained? Has Maud ever come as a leader? They don't know the meaning of leadership. They think that being a leader is having a red cap and going to Abuja and begging for money or begging to be governor or begging to be vice president. Leadership of beggars. I don't beg anybody. The way I speak here, is that how I spoke in court? That's how I speak outside the court. That was how I spoke when I got home. When they gave me their useless condition. Don't go out. Don't see 10 people that are rubbish. I was an unarmed man. From the way they speak, you know how angry they are. That when they connive with Al-Mustafa and Buratai to kill me, that they didn't succeed. They are so bitter. Kato was inviting Al-Mustafa to Owerri, so they can all be one happy Al-Majdi family. Has he condemned what Al-Majris are doing? Has he ever... People don't reason. Our people no longer reason. They no longer have brain to reason. Do you see it? Has he ever complained about what Al-Majri is doing? Because he's one of them. Freedom. They gave us Ohaneze chairman is from Arewa. Fulani Janjaweed. All your governors. When even Imo tried to say no, from number 4, they brought Hope Uzodinma. That is the way they own all the freedom fighters they claim you have. They groom them for you. They couldn't get me. That's why they came to kill me. So you don't know. Now you know. Buried for 50 years. Britain's shameful role in Biafra. Shameful. Shameful. BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. Shameful. 50 years. No investigation. 50 years. And you claim you are independent. You're fair. You're objective. We don't need BBC. We don't need. They can go to hell. We don't need them. We are going to fight another major media battle in front with those who are savvy. Not all these refraps you have in this. And imagine you open multiple Facebook accounts, you talk rubbish, you think that goes anywhere. We are the ones the world is afraid of. IPOB. We hunt in packs. Go and ask Swiss government. Go and ask Australian government the way we hunt. We hunt in packs and we always win. Every time we fight, we win. Every time we fight, we win. We are IPOB. We always win. Eventually we win. That's why I know Biafra is coming. And the zoo is in trouble. By the time we are done with the Fulani, every Fulani emir in the north will be overthrown by the local population. You watch and see what's going to happen. You're playing with us. You think you are in the same league as us? You are dreaming. BBC, go and investigate what happened. You are busy lying. You people came to defend the indefensible. Moro was very happy. Dangote wrote to me. Have you seen the video of Alamajiri changing the livery on Dangote trucks? They are scraping the names off. Have you seen the video? Can somebody please play? Let me see if I can even play it so you can hear it very well. You think I won't show you the video? I'm only going to play the audio for you so you can hear it. I don't have that technology here with me.
Your friends, I'm calling you. This is Dangote. I want to put you alive.
Dangote!
They are now cleaning the Dangote, written on every Dangote vehicle. Look,
every Dangote vehicle cleaned?
They are cleaning it. This is Abba.
In Abba?
Where they are parking their Dangote vehicle.
They are cleaning the Dangote name from the truck.
Cleaning all the Dangote written on it.
The Dangote being wiped off, they bring in Alamaji, they clean it. They go back to the north, the right Dangote, they bring them in, they clean it. These are the people who write it to God. And he accepted it. He cannot speak because he's compromised. He cannot speak. He's being blackmailed. All the people you call your leaders, they cannot speak because Alamaji have all their dossier Fulani. Somebody says he's fighting for Biafra, but he wants to go to the root of New Nigeria. And you're listening to such a person. And you're telling me your brain is correct. Huh? Oh, I want my village to be autonomous, but I want to go to the Sultan of Sokoto. Are you okay? Is your brain correct at all? As I said, the real people died in 1970. Not all this chaff you see everywhere now. Everywhere you see them. Very, very sad indeed. And in the midst of all these things, that's what they always do. The Alimajis are in our land. Instead of them to come and say, oh, IPOB, you have the numbers, you have the men on the ground, you have the infrastructure, let's see how we can go on. No, envy. They want to bring distraction to distract us. All of a sudden, all I'm saying is, Nnamdi Kanu is a scammer, he's a con artist. And I kept asking myself, but who did we scam? Oh, so you've been fighting for freedom is a scam? And Abba Kyari that stole 13.9 billion of money belonging to Asoro Clinic is not a scam? Or the school meal is not a scam? Or making Hope Uzodinma from number 4 Supreme Court Governor of Imo State is not a scam? Somebody fighting for freedom is, I didn't blame them anyway, because they are zoo animals. They grew up in a system where everybody reasons like an animal. So they're animals, they don't reason very well. You think I won't say it live on air? That you called me a con artist or a scammer? That means you don't know me. That's what they called me. Ask them, who did he con? Who? Where? Oh, out of a year ago, money by who? Who contributed? I went to America. The video is there. They gave me nothing. These are people who are in love with hamburger. They gave me nothing. So where is the money? The whole of America contributed only $3,000. As I've said, not up to my flight ticket from here to New York. So where did this money come from? From heaven? Do you see how foolish people are? You see what envy does to an Igbo man? Envy can reduce an Igbo man to nothing. An Igbo man you see that you think is reasonable, envy can reduce that man to nothing, to zero. That was why we lost the war. Oh, tomorrow now, Oju will come and become the president. Now that's all. The same thing they're doing today. You see how they is. I don't know what demon is inside them. Igbo. Have you ever seen me before fight for anything Igbo? If it's not Biafra, I won't do it. Have you seen anything under Igbo that is working? Anything in this life with Igbo in it, Igbo association, this, Igbo word, this, Igbo that. Have you ever seen anything with the word IGBO as part of it that is going ahead? Show me and tell me. Where? That was why I abandoned it. Elohim said, I'm upset, I'm angry with Igbo. God is angry with us. Igbo, IGB, God is very angry. And he will use Fulani to teach you a lesson. So in your next life, when you hear a prophet of God speaking, you listen. You are about to be taught a very bitter lesson. All of you. You'll be taught a very bitter lesson. And I have a defense. I told you, when the time comes and you ask me to lead this army, I will say no to you. Has the time not come? Has the time not come? I'm asking you. Has it not come? Is it not very clear that our enemies are now here? Have you not seen them? Go to your village squares. They are there. Igwe, Eze, President General, they are all busy selling land to people that will come and kill us. They are not scammers. No, they are not. Hope is a scammer. No, it's Nnamdi Kanu. What makes Nnamdi Kanu a scammer and a con artist? Because he refused to be compromised. The person calling me a con artist was somebody I gave 20 million naira to. In 2 installments. Not the ones I've been giving them before. Do you see how people, you know, once you become corrupt, once you don't know if you're a militant, a freedom fighter, or a rogue, a double agent, your life becomes messed up. You took money from a con artist. Oh, dear me. Unbelievable. Saboteurs are in BBC. They're all working together. I know the funniest thing. You know the funniest thing? I read BBC Igbo again today, BBC, their headline before coming on air. I'll read it in Igbo language. And Amaka, please post it. I read it so you can understand. After appearing on BBC Igbo today, that Fulani agent to the whole. I told you before that we are coming. The problem that the Fulani have is this. They have done everything possible to make it almost virtually, I should say, impossible for those they claim are Igbo men that have money to support IPOB. They don't want that. I told you one day, I'll tell you the person's name. One politician that claimed that he was close to me went and told his Fulani people that if any Igbo man gives money to Nnamdi Kanu, he's going to buy weapons and he will fight Nigeria, he will defeat Nigeria, and he will kill every Igbo politician. Let me shock you now. Do you know why they've been saying all these things? Nnamdi Kanu is a scammer, is a con artist. Only I want and all the rest of them gossiping behind my back. Do you know why? They don't want me to buy weapons. That's all. To defend our land. Do you know what they have done instead? I'll read it for you. Ndị Igbo niile ga-ebido otu narị naira n'ọdịnihu. It means every Igbo person, Nnamdi Kanu is a con artist and a scammer, that's from the idiot opening his mouth to talk rubbish, that from now onwards, every Igbo person will contribute 100 naira each. Hey! Dear me, unbelievable. They want you to contribute money to them. I told you that Fulani is remoting them. Fulani is afraid, given all the broadcasts you've been making, rather than give that money to World Igbo Congress that has a bit of a tiny bit of pedigree left, or should I say reputation. Tony Nadi, they brought Onyeko money to decorate them. Now they want you to pay 100 naira a month. Everyone, to defend our land. What I told them years ago, they said no. They called me a criminal. You're a scammer. You're a con artist. The same thing they have just done today. Igbo man, Igbo. IGBO. Oh, Lord have mercy. I told them I come with facts and figures. I don't believe in talking rubbish. When I push you, I'll show you where to land. This idiot was recruited by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If I wanted to do his job, I could have been doing it by now. I said no. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recruited Tony Nadi, gave him office, gave him a desk, I've been feeding him. And they started rubbish. Ask him, you are in Lower Niger Congress. Who are your members? You say you're the Secretary General. Okay, then who is the provost? It's only him. He is Secretary General. He is President. He is Vice President. He is the Provost. He is the Treasurer. He is the Financial Secretary. One man, and all of you are there. Look, stupidity is a disease, and the Igbo man has it in abundance. I tell them to their faces. I tell them. They think they have sense. Igbo man will think, oh, I'm clever. I'm sensible. Now the guy is a scammer. He scammed. He took defense fund. Did you contribute to defense fund? No. Do you know anybody who contributed to defense fund? No. So what is Nyanwodo doing now? Asking for money to defend our land. What is that? It's called Igbo leadership. They are zoo. They are beginners. Beginners. BBC should be ashamed of themselves. BBC, go through the comments. Go through the comments when you were interviewing Nyanwodo. And that file carrying idiot that doesn't know where he comes from. He's ashamed of Biafra. Ashamed of the name Biafra. We went to Niger Delta with fire and brimstone to let them know the truth. The truth is that there is nothing called Niger Delta. I respect those that fought and died under freedom for the John issue. Because Niger is just another name for a job. That's what there is to it. From the mouth of the pig opened his mouth and said that Niger Delta is only part of River State, Bayelsa, and the part of Delta, Lower Delta. They don't even know where the Delta starts, the Niger Delta one. That nobody knows. For years they've been asking me, oh, where is your... Remember when Tony used to say, where's the boundary? Where's the boundary? Where's the boundary? I told him I don't need a physical boundary. Use your brain. Where you see any woman tying to a peace wrapper. Since then, has he mentioned boundary? I told them we're intelligent, they don't understand it. I've been watching it. That's why they call me Wachinek. And they told me Wachinek. Because Elohim is with me. Always. BBC Igbo. Your job, the job they sent you to do in Igbo land has crashed completely. You cannot go anywhere. I will use you to set an example as to how formidable IPOB is. We will use you as an example. You will know. Right now, when you write, maybe you get about 50 reactions. Very soon you see what will happen to you. You'll be writing for Fulani. You people should go and form as many fake Facebook accounts as possible with Igbo names to react when you write, because you're finished. This very battle with BBC will fight it till death. You have money, you have rich, you have everything. We'll fight it to death. Because you people support evil. We lost 5 million people. Not 500, 5 million. And you want me to be quiet? You are insane. You are insane. Ordinary pipeline security. People have no shame. A pipeline security guard. Pipeline for who? For one Alhaji Daigome from somewhere. You say, I'm a militant. I'm a Delta militant. But you're security. Hell, RMA. You are an ordinary security guard, guarding the pipeline of the people you claim are your oppressors. Maybe from there you do small kerosene bunkering. You open the pipe and you collect a little bit. And you're a warlord. You collect a little bit of kerosene. You sell. Hey, pipeline security guard. You do oil bunkering, but you still had no shame to take 20 million from me. No shame. No shame. After taking money, you called your Fulani friends in DSS in Iguacha to go and arrest my men. So when we asked you, say, I don't know now. It can no longer go ahead. Did you refund the money? Did you refund the money? Toad, did you refund the money? I have no money, yes. But I bought palliative for our people. Not IPOB money, from my own money. I bought palliative for our people. I could have built a mansion with it. I should have built a female hostel at Michael Opera University in Umudike. You know why? I'll be collecting rent money. That's what Wazirike is doing. Did the Wazirike buy any palliative for anybody? He's molding block to build a station. To build a station to the hostel he has already. And that is a freedom fighter. A freedom fighter. In your land, that's a freedom fighter. No wonder we're finding things difficult. You people are not well. You're not well. A hotelier. Building hotels. So you want me to be like them? Then Nnamdi Kanu, he has no house. He's homeless. So you don't know that makes me more credible. That means that anything people give to me goes towards the struggle. So you don't know. It's a badge of honor. There is no serious freedom fighter on this earth that has a mansion. Not one. Name. Anyway, when you go to school in the zoo, that's what happens. Not one bag of Gary. But he's in his house, you know, where he has Olympic-sized swimming pool. He's a leader. Hasn't Nyanwoda given me money before? Nyanwoda, have you given me any money before? So on what grounds are you lying to people and saying I conned people? I'm a scam. Nnamdi Kanu is a scammer. Based on what? Who did he scam? Where, when, how? Defense fund. Did he give me defense fund money? Would. Did anybody, who contributed to this? In America, I was in the USA. I did a town hall meeting and I asked them, how many of you here contributed? Only Madam Erewa and a few people contributed. Even the money that Obielu sent to an account being run by traitors. Never got to Germany. In America, not up to 10 people contributed. But when you hear Alamajiri and Yoruba media, their E-rats, talk about defense fund, you think that money was contributed by people from everywhere. IPOB expenses every month is $108,000 a month. That's what we spend. Oh dear, I feel sorry for you people. An old man gossiping. Oh dear. The idiot from LNC told him now they're lying. I want to give him free publicity today. Because tomorrow they will pay him. No, on Monday, when the banks open, Alamajiri will pay him. They said, keep talking. I'm responding because they invited him to a program that Onyeka Onwenu was in, somebody I have respect for. And Nyawodo was there. Somebody I abhor because he's a traitor. Nyawodo is a murderer and a traitor. I know that he knelt down to beg Tinubu to be governor. These days, the governors no longer see him. His car is spoiled. He doesn't have 100,000 to fix his car. Go and ask him. He will leader. The car that I use, people buy for me. So why do I need to go and buy a car? The idiot wrote that Nnamdi Kanu ruined, hijacked, and derailed the network of grassroots structures. Can you believe that? When I was on air saying start IPOB from, he said I hijacked his structure. Who's telling that? From where? Where? How? How? Where? When? How? IPOB is in over 80 countries around the world. Did you? Oh dear me. People are liars. Tony Nnadi is a liar. Unrepentant liar. Working for Alamajiri. Working for Alamajiri. They think I don't know them. I do. I know them very, very well. I know them. They said that he went to Ochanja, went to Ariaria, went to Obete. Tony Nnadi went to Obete, went to Obogonogo. Everywhere between Bonny and Abakaliki. Now he's adding Bonny. After I must have predicted that Bonny is Igbo, is Obani. He's now added it as well. I said, Dr. Boy, if you're a man, you refund me the 20 million I gave you to betray my men. They went to prison because of it. Long detention. Because you betrayed them. I gave you 20 million naira cash. Return that money to me if you're a man. Return it to me. Because you're a thief. You're a thief. You're talking rubbish. After calling me, you now call me a criminal. Can you believe such nonsense? A criminal is not calling somebody else a criminal. Can you believe such rubbish? Huh? You're the one owing me money. You stole from me. Very tragic. Very tragic. He said that Admiral Nnamdi Kanu, who has been rock solid, of course I told you that. Yeah, I went to go and see Nnamdi Kanu. He has started giving me literature about New Nigeria movement before you came along. Nnamdi Kanu knew me before he knew you. He spoke to me like a father to a son. If you don't know. He advised me and I said to him, you have my love, sir, but I cannot take your advice. Before you were recruited to be doing what you're doing, you never went anywhere. You are a nobody. If you come to Biafra land tomorrow, they will stone you. You are a nobody. You are a nobody. You can do all your sabo work with Channels TV and with BBC Igbo. If we see your leg on the ground in Biafra land, you will be stoned. I banished Ohaneze. I said to them, no public meeting. I have never met in public since then. If you say you're strong, you try now. And see what will happen to you. More coke everywhere. Everywhere. Lying and lying and lying. Went and drafted a very long thesis. How Nnamdi Kanu destroyed LNC. I asked you, what is the meaning of LNC? You said it is Lower Niger Congress. I asked you, how about Upper Niger? What happened to Upper Niger? You couldn't answer. I said, from the name of a river now to the lower part of that river, I told you that you're a madman. Our work was there. Arin's work was there. Anything I tell you, I give you proof. If Asare is denying that he took money from me, Uchenna Siebu is there. He called me and I authorized it. I said, did you not speak to me when I sent my men to you in Cotonou? How much did you demand from me? 200 million. Because you're a hungry tout. You're nobody. You're a hungry tout that may have lifted up AK-47 assault rifle before. That's all. You're nobody. You're a hungry tout. Hungry tout. Everywhere. The brain behind what it is not Henry Yoka. That's the brain behind all the things you're doing. Do you have brain? Are you a strategist? No, you're not. People can say, go to him, let's unite. I said, okay, let us unite. After you took my money, did you talk to me again after that? You disappeared. You're a hungry man. From nowhere came out LNC. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu destroyed, beat myself, from nowhere. I don't sleep. I sleep maximum 4 hours every day. It's been that way since 2009. I work very hard. Very, very hard. Mad people everywhere. Let me see if I can go and take some calls because the zoo army, this is what we are suffering. When we go out, they arrest us, they make our life difficult. The zoo army stormed the venue of our remembrance in Ahoda, West, in Iguacha, and arrested more than 7 Biafrans and took them away. This is why people join IPOB. The more you arrest us, the more we continue. The more we come out. You keep arresting. The more we bring them out, the more you arrest. That is why people fall. I don't abandon people. I don't. How many people from Masop are in prison and in mortuary? Was it a billion of them? Everybody that fell in our struggle, we bury with full honors. And when Biafra comes, then they will see what it means to have to honor. I don't know who is calling. Who is that very person calling now? I can't understand these people, for goodness sake. I can't understand them. We must continue. Somebody said, I insist Niger Delta is a political entity. We must discuss it. And I'm also we must discuss this Niger Delta stupidity. There is nothing called Niger Delta. It doesn't exist. I respect the freedom that Adakaburu fought for because Zeke and all those people were very foolish. That is why we are doing things differently. We are going to every village and raising up a family across the length and breadth of Biafra land. As Igboro was right to fight for Niger Delta Republic, he was right within his own conviction. But that doesn't mean that Niger Delta existed. If you're telling me about a Jaw nationalism, I can understand that. A Jaw nationalism, of course, yes, I agree. Anything else is rubbish. Nothing like Niger Delta. At least our sister, Ankyo Briggs, have now admitted that we are all related. She wrote it down, I wrote it on my wall, that we are all related by blood. So what was I asking for? So who is Niger Delta and who is not? Yeah, you now acknowledge that Kalabari cannot be Niger Delta because Kalabari is also Igbo. Opobo is Igbo. Andoni is Igbo. So how can you divide something that is indivisible? We must debate it. But I'm now sure they're under retreat. South has no meaning. Absolutely no meaning. And those in Asarok are still photoshopping. Today is for saboteurs. Sabo, today is for saboteurs. Because they made us to lose the war. Our fathers fought and died to save us. And the funny thing is that we still have saboteurs till this day. And the worst part of it is that they are now using the name of Biafra and Igbo nationalism to deceive people. And you think I'm going to allow that to happen? Of course it won't happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Those in the zoo are still photoshopping their way to oblivion. Three days ago was Children's Day. That 3 days ago, they said whoever was there was taking pictures with children. The same picture of a child they took last December, they republished. The girl had the same clothing on. But only this time, she's now wearing nail varnish. And somebody is telling me that there is somebody, a president in Asarok, when there is none. I'm waiting for coronavirus to finish. And we collapse the zoo. Not what that idiot is saying today. Who knows him? What's he going to do? Nothing. It's attachment. It's like a tapeworm attached to the gut of people and be sucking blood for free. He's like the Janjaweed he's representing. Fulani. They have nothing. They are planning to build a pipeline from here to heaven knows where. But they have nothing. Oh? Because we are allowing them. Because they have agents like Obasirika and Asare Dokobo and Tony. They have agents, full-time agents, working for them. The same way that Nyanwodo is working for them. Do you know that almost 70% of Igbo land is full of saboteurs? 70%. You don't know? 70%. There is one prosecutor in Omoaha. He's a full-fledged Fulani agent. He will take IPOB to magistrate court, from there to high court. Nobody knows. Asking for money. Very soon, we'll pay him a visit. I did say that today we'll be driven by our people. I think by now, our brother sang a very beautiful song, national anthem. I think we may be able to go into that later. What time is it now? We've been nearly here for 2 hours, and I want to bring the program to a close. People we are calling before their time. They just wanted 1 or 2 people to be able to say something this very day. 1 or 2 people only to be able to say something, please. Our lines are open and you know it. If you want to call, you can call now, please. If you want to call, you can call now. If you call, we will be able to take your calls. If you call, we cannot take your calls, please. Our lines are open. Let me see who's calling. There is somebody on the line. Can you hear me? Raise your voice, please. Your voice is not strong enough. Raise your voice, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, sir.
Yes, give us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Italy. Good evening.
From Italy. Good evening to you. Please go ahead. Your voice is very low. Your voice is very low. Why?
I'm calling from Italy.
Yes, go ahead. What is your name?
Now?
What is your name? He is not. He wants to hear himself via his system. The caller on the line, can you hear me? I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me? No. That's the problem we have. People call and they don't want to say anything. They call, they don't want to say anything, and the line crashes. So that brings us to the end of our proceedings today. We have come to the end of our program today. It's a day that we have remembered our heroes and obliterated the traitors within us. And I thank each and every one of you very much for listening. And as we always say, without any hesitation, no, not at all. We have come to the end of our program today, please. We have come to the end of the program. We have finished. Come to the end of the program. Biafra is a religion. Here on radio, Biafra is where we worship, because Elohim is our God. From me, from here, it is good evening.